I just have like steak and eggs for breakfast, no bread or anything.
Yeah, it's great.
It's great, actually. It's a power up.
We're all overrun with carbohydrate. Carbohydrates make this big crash, the rise and the crash,
totally.
the rise and the crash.
Dr. Andrew Kudnick, biomedical research scientist studying the impact of nutrition on health and performance. So what Elon Musk and Joe Rogan are referring to is that when people consume high volumes of carbohydrates, it causes this spike in blood glucose levels. And then in order to control the blood glucose, your body releases an abundance of insulin. And that insulin not only goes and takes that glucose and sticks it into tissues, including stores it in fat tissue, in the muscle as glycogen, the liver as muscle or liver glycogen, but it also, the insulin goes to the brain and also can have neurological effects. This is oftentimes why people after lunch eat a big, let's say sandwich or bread or some type of carbohydrates, feel this initial burst in energy when they're eating, but then they feel this afternoon lull and like they need a nap. And that's almost certainly a consequence of these elevation in blood glucose and also release of an abundance of insulin, which both affect the brain.
Rise and the crash,
totally.
the rise and the crash. You stay flat if you eat like a primarily high protein, high fat diet.
Yeah.
Your body runs off ketosis.
So when they're referring to the idea of cutting down carbohydrates and then focusing on protein and fat, and that keeps things flat, what he's referring to is flat blood glucose, a lower and sustained levels of insulin. And a lot of people have reported subjective improvements in their energy levels without these fluctuations up and down when eating this type of diet. So a lot of people have switched to this approach and they have seen good results. In fact, this diet has been around for nearly 2 centuries to address things like obesity, diabetes, and over 100 years for neurological disorders.